Hey guys, so this one goes out to beekeepers around the world. I'm in New Zealand here, so if there's any beekeepers out there that have suffered from or worried about this thing known as Beehive Collapse syndrome. Here's something that works a miracle. And it's relatively cheap to fix. What you do is, okay, so bee collapse syndrome, where do we go here? I'm sure the beekeepers know about it. Hardly any bees are the hive collapses because bees don't find their way back. And it's pretty much, scientists or anybody knows anything about electromagnetic fields, etc. They know that it's now for a couple of reasons. Apart from everything, all the maybe chemtrails in the air, etc. But most beekeepers, I'm not getting into that because all I'm here for is to help the bees in this particular video and help the beekeepers. Okay, but if you're worried about this or you suffer from this at the moment, here's an easy fix, okay? I'll put the links to this website below. This website is in Russia. Get yourself a couple of chunks of this rock. It's a mineral called Shungite. Okay? Amazing stuff. Because it's got this, if you know anything about Buckminster Fuller and his so-called buckyball, what it does is basically breaks any bad stuff in the environment, Wi-Fi, etc. Breaks it down so that doesn't affect the bees. What I'd say is do some research on this because otherwise, don't just shoot me because maybe I'm not the best at explaining or describing this, okay? If you're truly worried about your bees and the environment and everything the bees do, honey and, if there's no bees, there's pretty much not going to be anything else. So it's very, very important. So what I suggest is, here's a whole lot of videos, okay? Miracle of Shungite. This guy here, see here, he was suffering from collapse, beehive collapse syndrome. So he did a study, found out about the Shungite. All he did, you can actually see it there. See where I'm pointing there? That's a little little piece of like a black rock that is called Shungite. Now all he did was he put a couple, these Shungite sort of rocks near the entrance to the beehives, and I think it was about he noticed straight away a couple of weeks that the bees were coming back. I think it was after about a year he was getting an 8-fold increase in production. 8-fold. Okay, so whatever that is, 800% increase in production, and the bees are happy and healthy. Nothing wrong with them. Okay, I'll leave a link to the website below to get the Shungite. It's the best stuff. Everybody gets their Shungite from a place in Russia, which is here. Hold on. Now what I will say about this, this is an awesome website. There's the chemical compound of Shungite there, okay? Mostly carbon, but very, very effective. Now, what I'll say, I'll leave a link to this website below. What I'll say is, preferably if you're going to get some Shungite from this place, probably better. I mean, it doesn't matter. You can get a couple of lumps of Shungite to test it out. But if you're going to get into a, bit sort of a bigger way, go wholesale, because the actual Shungite, like I got some powder, and it's actually relatively cheap, really inexpensive. But it's the shipping, because it's in Russia. It's the shipping that really knocks things back. So I'd probably say go for wholesale. Anyway, I'll leave the link to this website below. But you might want to take a note of these. This is another lady, Nancy Hopkins, and she says, she swears by it. I think on her website, I'll leave a link to her website too, because she's actually, I think she does various things to help the bees. But I would definitely, if you're worried about this at all, get some Shungite. Watch this video here, because this is a guy who's, and there's more evidence there. Well, I'd definitely watch these three if you're interested at all. Shungite bees gathering around Shungite nuggets. I might just show you that, guys. Let's have a look. I'll turn off the sound. You don't really need the sound. You can see in this, if the blimmin' thing ever plays. Yeah, see, there's the little Shungite stone there. Now look at all the bees, Shungite beehives. Now, guys, if you seriously want to get into this, what that other guy did, that I was pointing to before, what you do is you get some paint, right? Get some paint and mix in Shungite powder, cheap as chips. Mix in some Shungite powder and paint all your beehives with this mixture of, paint and Shungite powder. You'll have no more problems with beehive collapse, and your profits, or at least your production, should triple, quadruple, whatever. You'll have happy, healthy bees, and happy, healthy bees is good for the whole planet. I'll leave the link to the websites below.